Hello, my name is Asher, and this is Asher Reviews. Asher's Movies, sorry, keep on in my old name. So, if you have noticed some changes to the channel recently, there has been quite a few changes, including the name of the channel, which is now Asher's Movies. My TikTok's also been changed to Asher's Movies, so if you do want to check that out, it'll literally be the exact same name over on there. The letterbox stayed the same, and the other channel has also had a name change. I will tell you that on the other channel when I get there. It'll also be linked down below. Yeah, this is a new series I'm starting on the channel then, which I know I'm a bit late to the New Year's resolutions bit of the and the goals for 2026, but I'm going to just tell you a little bit about that now. There's probably going to be a full video on this at the end of the month. Well, not at the end of the month, at the end of this week, because I'm quite busy for the rest of the week. So my goal for 2026 is to watch 100 movies. No, 200 movies. So 200 movies is the goal for 2026. So 200 movies, at least 100. So one half of the movies has to be out of my DVD and Blu-ray collection. So I have to watch 100 DVDs or Blu-rays from the collection, which obviously I'll give you an updated show of the collection soon, probably on the weekend, because that's when I have most time to like film and edit a really long video. So that is the goal for 2025. The other 100 doesn't really matter. Streaming services, cinema, that does not matter as much. My other goal then for 2026 are to the other rule is I am not allowed to rewatch a movie that I've watched already, because that will not count to the 200 movies of the year unless I watch it with someone who's never watched the movie before and I've not reviewed it on the channel. That is kind of the point of this channel, to review movies you have not seen me review on the channel. I will say something like Batman Begins. I watched that before, but if I wanted to review it on the channel, I would be able to, because I have not reviewed it on the channel before. But it would be a rewatch for me, but not for the person I'm watching it with. Or if I watch it by myself, there you go. So yeah, that is the goal for 2026 then, to watch 200 movies. There's also a goal to get to 500 subscribers, but we'll talk about that in another video. You can see I've changed the background on the slideshows that I normally use. I normally use a light blue, but today we decided to go for a dark blue. I think that's going to be the new colour for the next year then on the channel. This is episode 1 of 200 for watching movies in 2026. This is Superman / Batman Apocalypse. The IMDb. Let's get into this then. So the cast of this movie is Kevin Conroy, Andre Braugher, Tim Daly, and Susan Eisenberg. You may know Kevin Conroy from Justice League Doom or Batman the Killing Joke, Andre Braugher from City of Angels or The Mist, Tim Daly from Basic or Wings, and Susan Eisenberg from the Justice League animated series. The director was Lauren Montgomery, and the writers were Bob Kane and Jerry Segal. The IMDb rating for this movie was a 7.0 out of 10, and my rating for this movie was a 6.6 out of 10. I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd, as you can see over there on the side of the screen. That's something else we're going to start in the new year, is showing you the Letterboxd ratings. This is an animation, adult, action, superhero, adventure, sci-fi film, available on Prime Video from $3.39 to rent. Rated 12 and made in 2010. Batman discovers a mysterious teenage girl with superhuman powers and a connection with Superman. When the girl comes to the attention of Darkseid, the evil overlord of Apocalypse, events take a decidedly dangerous turn. The animation style for this film was a bit outdated, but for being made 15 years ago, it was not awful. It was just okay. But the voice acting from the GOATs, Kevin Conroy and Andre Braugher, is what made me give this film such a high rating. The voices just worked so good together. R.I.P. to those legends, man. So obviously, Kevin Conroy passed away in 2022, and Andre Braugher passed away in 2023. They were both some of my favourite actors. I've more or less talked about them a lot more this year than I did before. But Andre Braugher, especially from the Brooklyn Nine-Nine show which is my favourite show of all time. Yeah, that kind of really struck me hard. It was really unexpected. I think he passed away from cancer, which is really sad. By his voice acting in this film, which I never even knew he voice acted, and as soon as I heard his voice in this film, I was like, "Who is that? Who's that?" I looked it up, Andre Braugher, and I just remember the voice. He's such a good actor, voice actor and normal actor. To be honest, he is such a good comedian as well. But this is such a good film. This is a great film just because of the voice acting, in my opinion. The voice acting was actually really good. Andre Braugher and Kevin Conroy obviously now passed. They can't really do as much. They can't do any voice acting work, which means the voice acting community is probably going to be down a bit now. Tim Daly, I thought he did a great job as Superman as well. The animation style for this film wasn't as good as I thought it could have been, but it was still decent. That's why I give it 4 stars on Letterboxd. And if you want to read the little review in the corner, I'll tell you that now. Superman/Batman Apocalypse review. This film was quite good. The animation style felt like it could have been a bit better, or maybe it's because it was made 15 years ago. The voice acting with the GOAT, Kevin Conroy and Andre Braugher, was amazing. I liked that it was not just Superman and Batman in this film. I liked how there were extra characters added, like Kara Zor-El, or Supergirl, and the Big Barda. And I also thought the fighting scenes were quite entertaining and good as well. 6.6 out of 10. That is something you'll find on my Letterboxd. The review on that as well will be on the Letterboxd, probably a bit more detailed normally. And you can see I watched that on the 11th of January 2026. So that is the day we are starting this series, and this is episode 1 of 200. Yeah, thank you all for watching, but don't forget to like and subscribe. And comment the word Batman, drop the word Batman in the comments for a shout out in the next video. Bye bye.